Hello everyone, I am Kenneth Clark and this is Interpersonal Communications, my Unit 3 speech, and it will be on diet and exercise. Um, First we need to look at choosing a diet. One of the first things we need to do when we begin to choose a diet is to go see our physician. If you don't have one, you may need to get a physician because it's very important that your doctor knows what you're getting ready to do as far as your diet regimen, and he may also be able to express some changes you may need to make in your everyday eating habits as far as your diet is concerned. You also need to make sure that you have the right equipment. As you begin to diet, you might also consider exercising, and in the event that you do choose to exercise, you need to make sure you have the proper equipment as far as your shoes, what clothing you wish to wear, take into account the time of the year, and make sure that you're properly dressed. You don't want to be overdressed and get out somewhere and pass out because you're too hot. Okay. The next thing we want to get into is the exercising. Exercising should be a big part, I think, dealing with all diets out there. A diet alone generally is not enough to change a person's health. If you actually consider exercising to go along with your diet, even if it's just beginning with a small walk every day and then going more and more until you can get up and be able to walk a good distance without being out of breath or overly sore and things of that nature. I would caution anyone that wants to just start off running. I wouldn't recommend doing that, and if you speak to most physicians, they probably would not recommend you start off with just running unless you've been doing that in the past, without start off with some kind of walking regimen and actually build up to where you can do some jogs and then go into some decent runs at that time. Okay. But make sure that you start slowly, even if you have been walking for a while and you do begin to get into running. Make sure you start slowly and don't try to go too far too fast, because you could always hurt yourself, your knees, your ankles, things of that nature if you're not used to running. And once I said before about the proper equipment, if you don't have the proper equipment to run with, then you're going to have some issues. One thing I would recommend is that use a treadmill. If you could begin by using a treadmill, that's always a good start. The scenery is not always the best, but if you start out with a treadmill, you're at a point a lot of times where you can stop and get off the treadmill and not be that far away from your vehicle or far away from home. You can get back if you need to rest versus being on a long run, and then if something does happen, how do you get back home? The next thing I must talk about is the diet itself. Fiber is one of the big things. If you just introduce more fiber into what it is you're eating, that will actually help with your diet, and also water. They say water is the source of life. So if you can actually increase your consumption of water, that is a big plus as far as a diet is concerned. So one of the two most important things about what you intake is to just bring more fiber into your diet and increase your water intake. That's a little bit about diet and exercise. If you follow these things, you'll find out that it's not, it's not too hard to follow these things. You'll find, because basically it's just check with your physician before you start. Make sure you have the proper equipment, and then try to include more fiber and water in your daily routine. And that's all I have for this video. Thank you.